button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. I think what is going on? What is going on this Happy Friday? Happy Friday.
Chilling, man. I'm back again with my friends in them. That's all we doing. Getting to the bag.
Hey man, another good day on this Friday, at Friday evening, Friday afternoon, and it's a beautiful day, man. Beautiful time. So let's go, let's get it.
Yeah, not only that, but people that's wondering when we're gonna come back and do like we used to, those are coming back. We just, we pretty much run down for the end of the year. People don't like doing interviews at the end of the year. So by next year, January, we will have new interviews for you guys whipping up. I already have some people in mind. I know Jordan has some people in mind as well. So guys, be on the lookout for new interviews coming in. One guy hit me up today. He wanted us to do an interview today. I told him no. We'll reschedule. I'll set it up and we'll do one with him. Because he said uh the Young Thug case. We'll So I let him know. I told him he got my word. We'll set it up. I let him know. So go ahead, Jordan. Do your thing. Do your thing.
What's going on, people? What's going on, people? Glad to see you guys coming in the chat. Yes, we do. We always appreciate you coming by, watch our content. Make sure you guys like and subscribe like we always do. And like I said, we appreciate y'all. So, as of today, today's Friday. We got some pretty good topics. A couple of topics we got for you guys today, and we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna get a little serious, be a little entertainment, but we're gonna have some good time. What's going on, Ken Dog? I see you, baby. I see you. So, topic number one. This has been trending for a couple months, and I've been looking at the story, myself, and a few other YouTube content creators that talked about this, and it's never too late because it's always something with her as well. And it goes by in the state of Illinois, which is their they like to call her the city girl mayor, and this is in this town of Dalton. So there's a city mayor named Tiffany Hayer. She makes she's a mayor, and she makes about $250,000 a year serving as both mayor of Dalton and Thornton Township, supervising and as the elected politician double dip from different cities. She's charismatic and controversial, and it's hard to turn anywhere in Dalton without seeing, her pictures online. And she recently, I'm sorry, but yeah, so she's, she's very charismatic, in her community. But when Fox News anchor asked her a few months ago about her using tax dollars, she quickly hushed out the rule about armed security. Now they be saying that she was using tax dollars from the city, and going to lavish trips. I guess he was to Vegas, he went to Houston. Paying stuff for herself and everything. And a lot of people's gather up information on her and tell her what she's doing because she's using the city. She's not just using that; she's using the city money herself, and she's making the more of the city go into debt and everything. Let me see. Let's see if I got something here. Also, she's been writing unauthorized checks too for certain things for her houses and everything. And I think she's for like almost $500,000 of unauthorized checks as well. And like I said, the news has been getting on her. People in the community really be getting on her, and some people in the council in the council member seats who has been getting on her too, gather information and everything. So as you can see, this town right here, they're going through, they see a lot of things going with the mayor, what she's doing, things that's very, very awkward. It's, costs her money, and she's not doing right for the city, but she's doing right for herself. So we definitely gonna get into it. We do have a clip for you guys. This go by Peak Legend. If you guys know Peak Legend, she's one of the private eyes of a content creator. And we're gonna show the video how she really breaking down and everything. So shout out to Peak Legends. We're gonna play a clip from her for her channel, for her episode, and that we're gonna get up to it. Fair use, fair use, fair use. It's the two on TikTok too. I gotta send to you. I can't.
Oh, you want me to play the one on TikTok or YouTube?
Yeah, you play one on YouTube.
Combination of both signatures. At the approval of payment by the village board, each check shall be signed by the mayor and the clerk. We have a $500,000 check signed by Mayor Tiffany Henry. Y'all wonder why we worried about the money? This is why we worried about the money. $561,000 check with one signature on there. It's a problem.
Oh.
One of the biggest issues with the city girl mayor of Dalton, Illinois, besides her horrible, disrespectful attitude, is her reckless spending. This woman spends taxpayers' money like it's her own.
They do spend money like water, just being real.
Yet she's blocking employees who don't support her from getting raises, even if their direct supervisor and the board of trustees approved it.
People are walking on eggshells, so to speak. They're afraid to have an opinion about anything or to fulfill their duties.
Which was the reason why the deputy clerk originally filed the lawsuit before the city girl mayor came back and had the police harass her and illegally fired her, when the pork chop mayor had no authority to fire this woman appointed by another elected official.
We gotta wrap this up. And we gotta sort you out. Get your colors done.
She signed nearly $150,000 for a 2023 Chevy Tahoe without any permission. She's spending thousands on personal field trips to Selma, Alabama, where she's more interested in the development of Alabama than the people of Dalton, Illinois.
I'm all about the movement and the progress of developing areas such as Selma, Alabama.
Spent $22,000 just to walk across the bridge with Andrew Holmes, who was also a problem. Don't worry, we'll get to him sooner than later. If you want to catch up on those videos, the links are below. But this pork chop hog mog boss hog mayor is certainly out of control. She's obviously going to keep spending until the village is left completely destroyed, while the Cook County State Attorney, Kim Fox, she hasn't done anything about this at all. We're going to get into that $500,000 check and what you can do to help. But first, take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Click the notification bell for all updates. If you're watching from Cook County, doesn't matter if you're in Dalton or not, I definitely want to hear from you. Drop Cook County below in the comments. The super city girl mayor managed to spin the village into a $5 million deficit from doing stuff like this. She wrote a check for over $561,000 without permission, and the board of trustees didn't find out about the expense until after the check was cashed. No money, especially $561,000, over $500,000, should be spent without anybody knowing about it. On top of that, 2 signatures were required for that check. But guess who signed for it? Mayor Pork Chop signed for it herself. No other signature at all. $561,000.
Just for the record, and the reason I guess I want all of the citizens to know why we're so adamant about this budget and what's going on. May 12, 2021, a resolution was passed. The following persons are hereby authorized to be added as signatories for all city accounts: Mayor Tiffany Henry, Village Clerk Allison Key. Any prior signatories or individuals authorized and hereby removed from the accounts, prior authorization is revoked. Number of signatures required are a combination of both signatures. At the approval of payment by the village board, each check shall be signed by the mayor and the clerk. We have a $500,000 check signed by Mayor Tiffany Henry. Y'all wonder why we worried about the money? This is why we worried about the money. $561,000 check with one signature on there. It's a problem. That means that money is being spent, and after we don't find out till after the check's been cashed. That's why we up here complaining about it. So,
shout out to Trustee Belcher. Trustee Belcher is all about transparency, all about accountability, and she is simply doing her job as a trustee. No one person is supposed to have the power to write checks in a public office for over $500,000. Nobody is supposed to have that much power, which is why 2 signatures are required. And this is what you call checks and balances. Now, Trustee Belcher and Trustee House, in real life, they have financial experience as CFOs, so they know all about financial audits. They know all about checks and balances. This city girl mayor does not. She's walking around acting like she's Scarface. Shout out to all the board of trustees holding her accountable. Trustee Norwood, Trustee Brown, Belcher, and House. These are the adults in the room, and the super city girl mayor is more like the 40-year-old, 2-year-old who's throwing temper tantrums and destroying the place. So who was his $561,000 check written out to? It was written out in April of 2022 to a construction group called K5 Construction. This company is responsible for a lot of the concrete work in the village of Dalton, like paving sidewalks. But here's another thing. The mayor can never do anything for the quote, people without doing something for herself. So one of the first things she did was get her driveway paved. Before she became mayor, she reported that she still lived at her mom's house. And that was a project at the top of her list for taxpayers to pay for. Her own house, or to be exact, her own mom's house.
Whatever, I do what I want.
We're talking about Dalton, Illinois, population about 20,000 people. For years, you had Dalton residents begging to have their streets repaired. Look at this. And Mayor Teflon Tahoe's first year in office, you know what she did? She made sure that her streets leading up to where she was living, all of that got repaved using taxpayers' dollars. It was moves like this that allegedly got Tiffany Teflon Tahoe removed from the bank account by a judge. She was spending money like crazy, and she still is.
They do spend money like water, just being real.
But after a while, she was placed back on the bank account. Then recently, after she was exposed for that $150,000 Chevy Tahoe, she locked all of the trustees out of the system so they could no longer see what she's spending money on. We'll get into that in another video, but she retaliated against the board of trustees by totally kicking them out from being able to see the money that she's spending right now. Once again, overstepping boundaries and covering up her illegal activities. And this is why Mayor Porkchop changed her Facebook bio from Super Mayor
to
the most powerful woman in the Southland of Chicago.
So I will give my stance just so that I'm.
So as you can see, you got another one of these mayors, as you can see in Illinois, as a city that use money on herself. As you see, she's probably using money on cars and traveling and everything, and using her personal gains. And I feel like a lot of people don't really do their research when they vote for people like her or anybody, or any other person in their cities, in their state, or also when it comes to United States as well. So, as you guys, I'm gonna pass it to you guys. Hey, so what do you think about this? What's your take on this? This mayor of the town of Illinois, how some people don't do their research on who to vote for.
Well, I'm gonna just make this clear. Remember, everything we say is our own opinion based. Don't go nothing we say based on face value. Because some people take our words and go away with it. And like, oh yeah, it's all opinionated. You get what I'm saying? So this is our own personal opinion. I just want to make good because when it comes to politicians and the judicial system and all that, I wanna put a disclaimer out there. So that's why I say it's always not good to always vote black. See, that's the problem with our community. We think because someone's black, rather than that they're gonna do something good with the black community. No, that's not always the case. You gotta understand something. People make them wait. Pretty much people make them. They'll make a certain type of way so you can vote them into office. And while they enter office, they don't do nothing they say they promise the people they would do. Prime example. This is the president we have right now is a good prime example, but he's not black. So push come to show. But you have another other mayor with the situation that happened in Chicago when Maxine Waters, I think was her name. Could be wrong. Oh, her name was Maxine Waters, right, Jordan?
From
Chicago.
This is Chicago, or was it Larry Lightfoot?
Oh, Larry Lightfoot. One of them. But you see how they voted her in based on because they they felt that she would be pretty much a good candidate to run Chicago, make sure put Chicago right back on the map. Pretty much the aspect of lower crime, the like crime bill, making sure everybody's safe within the community. She didn't do that. She did the same exact thing that this mayor is doing right now. Pretty much still, still the funding. Remember, allegedly. So because at the end of the day, people think, oh, because a woman is black, uh, I think she may do good in the community, but then later you find out that she's not. She's lying to the people, taking advantage of the people, and now the people are suffering because of the aspect of their expectation, thinking that they're gonna come there and do something fresh and something new within the community, and then do pretty much a goddamn thing. Now, not only that, but what like the content creator said, which I do agree with her on that aspect. No man should have that so much power to just sign off checks. No, you're supposed to always get a second person or third person to make sure to verify, make sure the check is going in the right spot. And that's not only that, but it kind of give you a hint how sometimes these mayors and these politicians steal money from the people because the simple fact is nobody's verifying where the money. They sign it off and say, okay, go ahead. They can use, of course, they can use the money on their own personal gain. And I think, to me, I think that should be a crime, and I think that should be a federal investigation because I think it's not right because at the end of the day, that's all taxpayer dollars, Jordan and Hakeem, and they're taking advantage of it and using their own for personal gain. Because if that's the case, keep my money in my pocket. That's my
So for me, the only reason why she was able to do that because it's black folks. If this was a town full of white people, she would have been in jail by now. Black people, we follow this. I'm not gonna snitch code, and oh, she's a woman. We're not gonna tear her down. When really she's tearing down the city. It's only gonna get to the point when white folks get into it for it to be rectified. Throughout history, as we know, go to the Pocket Watch at JT, go to Spencer Cornelius. They have shown us that a lot of these black folks are messing over black people. Like it's just like our face just say, please come and take my money and do me bad. You can't trust nobody until somebody show you that they really about business. You know what I mean? And then the mayor does it with so much bravado. Like she really doing something, because after this, she's not going to be nothing after this. She ain't gonna have no money. Like she ain't gonna be able to do this if it was a white town. We all know this. Most corrupt white folks go to jail in white cities. When they start figuring shit out, they go to jail. She's able to do this and stay on this for so long because it's a bunch of black people.
For me, and for we as our black people, we always fall for we okie doke. We like when a black person, we always do that. I mean, and I can see we're changing a little bit, but we always feel like when a black person, black man or black female, a black woman, when they talk a good game, it's like we feel something about we feel something about that, and we always fall for that okie doke, not knowing you gotta look at that history or the actions that they're doing research, and we always fall for it. Mm-hmm. Always for somebody to talk a good game. Even some white folks, like I say, some white folks, as in Joe Biden. I remember that's the same we said. If you ever think about vote for Trump, don't vote for me, then you're not black.
Yep.
And some people fall for that. Especially diehard Democrats when they fall for that. So you know what? Joe is right. Even though he's not black, Joe is right. Same thing with the mayor of Illinois, that small town Illinois, she was charismatic, as she would say, and that's how she got the voters, and I would say majority of the world was probably black women. And then once you got voted her in, and then a couple years go by, you see that there's more problems going on in the city, and where's the money to be fixing the roads, fixing the community. But as you can see, she's using the money for personal gains. Buy her a truck, taking these trips and everything, and going down to Selma, Georgia, when she's using the money to go to a different state instead of using the state for her town of Illinois. It's crazy. And then also I saw another I did another research on her and everything, as she was that she fired one of the I think I mean I gotta look again, but she has fired like one of the police chiefs, and then she added somebody in there, and I believe that they was rumor that was dating. I'm looking at later on if I can get it. But anyways, as us as black people, I know when we see black people, we see when they try to run for office, we want to see somebody in our complexion running for something. I get all that. You know, I used to get that when I was young. But if they're not showing their action what they're supposed to do, or any action that does has the past to try to help out their community, you cannot vote for them. You cannot vote for them, you know. And it keeps hurting us in the community. It keeps hurting us. It's like we want to take, you know, 2 steps forward, three steps forward, and then we have a situation. We see a person running for office and everything, and we feel so good about it. And then 3-4 years later, we take a 3-4 steps back and everything. It's very, very important to do research on everybody, not just blacks, whites, whatever, whoever's running and everything. If you want to see the better community, if they're not, you know, if they're not talking about the views that you want to see, and they don't have no type of proof or action of what they're trying to do and everything, don't do it. Please don't do it, because if you keep doing it, we're gonna have this in our future generation, our next generation, and the next generation on that. We have to be smarter and vote for the right people in office to take care of their business, what they're supposed to be doing, that we believe in.
Yeah, you made a lot of good points, and not only that, but shout out to Joe No Hernum in the chat, Ken Dog, and also the lovely Sherry Bryant after being here so far. You know, happy Friday, guys. Make sure when you walk in, make sure you hit that like button. Very important to put us in the algorithm. You already know what time it is. Yeah, but Jordan, you do make a good point on the aspect of us being more diligent when we going into voting. That's why I say, and not only the problem is that too. We also have an issue with black people not also voting as well. We always thinking like, oh, we don't need to vote. The voting system is a scam. It's not going to really benefit us as a long haul. But now they see the reason why you don't vote. They put people in office, and look, the same people they put in office, the same people that's robbing from you and then taking away from the community, because the aspect is you don't see how important it is to vote. Now when it comes to our people, when it comes to black folks, hey, shout out to you, Gold. What's going on? Welcome. He just got to Houston in time to tune in. Welcome, Gold. Welcome. I know you see already what's going on in the other space, so you say, hey, let me get a clear headed mind. Yeah, but so that I say that's one of the issues we have as people, that we just focus on one particular thing, which is color or race, and not really voting what we actually need in the community. That's my only issue. That's why I'm like, okay, cool. I used to be like that too. I'm like, man, vote a man because they black. But then the same view that you vote in as black is the same view that's gonna hurt you at the long haul. Go ahead, Tim.
The thing about it is, we need to stop being very emotional about politics and about just life in general when it comes to skin color and complexion, and start focusing on the intent of a person. She got married in there because she was a black woman, 100%. I mean, I don't even need to know her credentials to know that they vote her in there, because what she's doing now, there has been nothing that's been saying that she's done, and nobody has attested to this. Like there's no track record of her doing anything good. Yeah, you threw a couple parties, gave out a couple hot dogs, and now you're the super mayor. You know what I mean? Like, where's these people track record and stuff like that? But you know, as us black people, we want to feel so compelled to love everybody and give everybody a chance, instead of trying to say, hey, what is this person track record? Is this person qualified for the job? we want to hear this rags to riches story. Single mother of 3, rise to becoming a mayor, but she's done a horrible job. Don't say nothing bad about her. You bring
Hakeem, they make it sound like she oh man, she must be superwoman. She doing all that.
Talk about it. Single mother of 3. Rise to the ranks of mayor. You the mayor of a small town.
But she's not doing. But you see, she's not doing it for men. She's doing it for women. She's trying to get women support.
Not, I bet, yeah.
In the black community, what's the issue in the black community? There's a lot of single mothers. Relatable, likable, very charming, very have that swagger about herself. That's how she get into office. And which one thing they say is true, majority of times women vote than men do.
Not lots of times.
Yeah, lots of times. That's true. And I can tell you a story of the city I was born and raised in, Pontiac, Michigan. I remember the time, even though, the big 3 was there, everything was doing good, but I remember we had, a few mayors there, black mayors there. I think it was one mayor was like Mayor Moore, and another one was like Willie Payne. I mean, they would just, they would do it so bad with our city. As it so now it's like, city of Pontiac is like I mean, I love my city, but it's like a ghost town. It is so bad in Pontiac that I think it was about 10, 15 years ago that you know how different cities they have their own city police and everything.
Yeah,
we don't got that no more.
Why happened? Because the budget.
Like I said, there was no more funding. No more funding police for our city. So we don't got that no more. Now we got the sheriffs. It's so bad. I remember one time that the Pontiac Silverdome that we had, when the Detroit Lions moved to the Pontiac Silverdome to Ford Field, there was a lot of buyers that wanted to buy the Silverdome and everything. For like at the price, like I think it was like $15 million at the time, but the city never did want to sell it. Never wanted to sell it ever. So what happened was, it's like there was some people were still getting offers, but the value kept lowering down. And then there was one year in the winter when we had a very, very bad blizzard. And it was so bad that the roof, because the roof of Silverdome was inflated, and it was so bad that the blizzard, it got ripped up and everything. And I remember, I don't know y'all remember Anton Daniels. Y'all know that was my most viewed video when he went to the Silverdome and everything, and he was exploring it and everything. But it got so bad that they couldn't sell it no more. Now it was bought by Amazon. They tore it down. Now it's in Amazon warehouse. So that just tells you, like how city mayors or city councilmen, the majority all black, sometimes they don't be smart in what they're doing, and they be just misusing money, as in the case of another city, Detroit at the time. I remember when Kwame Kilpatrick was there. He had swag, 6'3", had swag, suited and booted, had a earring on the right ear and everything. Looked like he was a player, but he was there for 8 years, and it was a lot of stuff that was, not just the mayor, but also the councilman too. There was a lot of bribes that was going on and everything, and it really defunded the city of Detroit. But it was so bad that I remember Detroit back in 2009, 2010, that the city had to go into bankruptcy. I think that was the first city ever had to go into bankruptcy and everything because of the mayor situation or the city council members, how they're misusing money and funds and everything. So what I'm just trying to tell you guys is, like, as we can see the incident of the woman that's the mayor there, how she's continuing building debt for the city. You really got to do your research of who you're voting to, because as you can see, she's causing more debt for the city, and it's just getting bad and bad. Hopefully, I believe, personally for me, they have it here as for the governors. If if the governor not doing a job here, y'all can do like a revote or something like that. You can revote them out and have a temporary person in. Personally. And I personally feel like, that should happen on all, to me, majority of states. and also in cities as well. You know, I feel like that should happen right there. It's like the city, if the mayor's not doing his job the first year or two, y'all should have people to vote. Y'all people should have the right to vote that person out, and then have somebody represent until the next next election and everything. But you know, to me, that's just a thought I believe because they have it here for the governor. They have it here for California as the governor because I remember Governor Newsom when the pandemic happened and everything. Some people they thought he wasn't doing a good job. So certain counties here in LA County, they think he was doing a good job, but in the county of Orange County, you know, they think it was a good job. So I think you need like 25%, 20 or 25% of the vote of you wanted to work that to have that person vote out. And also we did a revote, but majority of people we like to know some anyways. But yeah, stuff like that. If you like I said, if the person's not doing what he's supposed to do the first year or two, I think you should have the option to vote that person out.
And then my final thoughts as for the next topic. We as people we have to know the balance and not just focus on pretty much focus on presidential election. We need to focus more on local our local election as well because that's very important. And I think that's where we're missing it. Right in versus Ron, but we need to what is before that or where we stay in pretty much what we stay in right now, which is locally. Like Florida. We know like pretty soon there's elections going on. I say of course me and Hakeem we stay in Miami, which is Dade. So we already know we gotta make sure we vote for Dade because if we don't vote for Dade, remember we live here, so they can raise our taxes. They can say, hey, like you say, Jordan, what they doing over there in Detroit, no more police force. They can do all of that because we in our local, pretty much our local election. I think that's why we miss that all the time. And I think we need to be more sharper and not only that, but also voting people that's going to pretty much help us in the aspect of policy as well. But that's my final take on that. Go ahead.
For me, I just think that even for us here at Chaos Culture Radio and everybody, judge us by our track record before you can just blindly just go into something. See what we have provided compared to this just basically judging us off our skin complexion. We've been with y'all here for the last year or so, and y'all been here with us for the last year or so. So I can make an educated guess that y'all about business. Gore, Just Hear Me Out, Barry White, Just Jay, you know what I mean? Natasha Vincent. Y'all come here consistently to show us what y'all about to show us love, and it's the same thing. So judge us by our character and what we do, and just not based on this.
Yep, and there you go. Now for our second topic, I'm gonna do the Ruby Rose one, and then we'll do the other one last.
All right,
we get that one. Okay, so here's another topic that was trending today. You can show the picture too, Hakeem. You can show it because I don't have a video for it, but you can show the picture. So this was trending today. It was trending on Instagram and it was trending on X. So as you guys know, the OnlyFans Ruby Rose, you know, she's the OnlyFans model, Instagram model, and also she's a rapper as well. She has trended today. She met her number one fan. I think it was today or yesterday, and this man spent about $62,000 on her OnlyFans. $62,000, yo.
What the heck?
And on his shirt, he said, "If I die, delete my on this." You can tell because the shirt it says, "If I die, delete my browser history." That is crazy, yo. Like Ruby Rose met her number one fan who spent $62,000 on her. My thing is like, what the hell does he? I want to know what does he do. Damn, and because that's for most people that's a year salary for most people.
Yep.
Like, God damn, that's a whole lot of money. But hey, man, looks like some of these girls are OnlyFans, man. They winning, yo. They like I said, they make, like I said, make great content. And for Ruby Rose, she makes good. She must make great content for a lot of people. And for her as a #1 fan, I guess she made so much good content. He keep spending money on her, man. That is totally insane. I'm gonna pass with you guys. What's your reaction on this?
That's well, well, number one, I think that's crazy. But I'm gonna be honest. Like I always tell somebody, it ain't tricking if you got it. Don't say it ain't tricking if you got it. That's number one. That's a disclaimer. It ain't tricking if you got it. But however, let's break this down real quick. You got to keep it in mind. Some of these guys, you know, I was talking to a friend of mine about this. You gotta understand, some of these guys are really lonely. Like they don't have women like that. They talk a good game online. That's why I say YouTube to me is very funny because guys on YouTube talk a good game. Talking about, oh, I get this women, I get this, and I get that. But later down the line, you find out these be the same guy that be on these women OnlyFans. And not only that, but remember, we live in a society today where I'm gonna be 100. You got Twitter, which allowed to have pornographic content. That's one. Two, you got Instagram, which allow a lot of these women be twerking all over the place. So guess what? That's feeding the man's, our urges, feeding us. So you're like, damn, I really, you fantasize about the woman. You say, okay, I want to see how the woman really is. So you have a guy like him, who, I'm, I'm just saying, honest. But let's say he's only one day, he feel like, okay, he watched some of her content off Instagram, and he say, you know what? Let me see how she really worked that thing on OnlyFans. And now that they end up falling in love with these women, and it be true, and it was in that bag. Do I hate him for it? No. But my thing is, to me, well, he finally met up with her, and hopefully he did his thing with her. But if he didn't do nothing with her, he just met up with her just to take a photo, I will have a problem with that. But if he met up with her, I will give him a high five. Hell, you almost like close to 6 figures on this woman.
Hey, 62,000. We gonna have on a baby.
That's what I'm saying. So, picking if you got
your attention,
and
also the other person's attention.
like,
Maybe your attention. What do you want from the sexual interaction? Yeah.
So it seems like that's what he's doing. He's trying to invest in her. At the end of the day, he's
sex is not just physical; it's spiritual too. So when you have sex with someone,
he will invest in a woman, even though he don't know the woman, if he find value in her. Because at the end of the day, he found value in her content. In her content.
Hey, some of these guys don't want the real thing. They just want to. They just want to think they're getting it. Like I just want to feel it. They just want to. They just want to think that they like. I just want to be close to her, and they're not really close, man. He's a sorry sap of ish. Like 62,000, we gonna have on a baby. We gonna have on a baby. Sugar bum. If I'm spending 62,000 on you, we already married. I'm like, we on our for her.
But he's not spending 62,000 on her. He's spending 62,000 on her content. That's a difference. He's not spending just on her content with her, whatever her content is. We already know what it is. But that's what he's spending the money on. He's not spending money on just I want her to go on a nice dinner. He's not doing that. He's just doing it on her content. He's fantasizing that moment if he can sleep with her. Go ahead.
No, baby, we gonna have on a baby.
And the thing is, like I said, like Ruby Rose, country creators, they could send direct like the people like be tipping and everything. They could send like direct messages to the person that's tipping and everything.
No, we're going to have.
They doing the same thing on Instagram too.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Like,
it's the same concept. Go ahead.
Let's be real about it. Quality men are not on the OnlyFans. You can't be a quality man, huh?
There's a lot of politicians. There's a lot.
Could we consider them quality men if you're paying just to look at a tube?
Yeah. It's like remember, it's like looking at corn. That's pretty much what it is. Like looking at corn, which is gonna make no sense because you get it for free. There's something called Google, so you get it for free. You want to
Oh
see
my God.
go to Google, put her name on it, you might find something. Go ahead.
I
Oh
would
my
say,
God.
I got a question for y'all. Do y'all feel like some of these men find it safer to spend on spend the money on OnlyFans than strippers? Because some we go to a strip club, you can throw the money and everything, but you really can't say really vulgar things on the strip club like you can on OnlyFans. Do you feel like some men feel safer they can say like vulgar things on OnlyFans than to go to the strip club?
No, I disagree because on strip club you can say vulgar things in the strip club. That's why they have
Okay.
that money he spent. He could have did something in the strip club and would have probably got more better value than actually. Because remember, you got to keep in mind he's fantasizing about her. Than the strip club. In the strip club, the woman's right in front of you. You have that interaction.
Yeah, you paying for it.
Paying for it. Well, he's still paying for it, but it's not real because it's an illusion. You think you just fantasizing, oh, I'm thinking about having her in this position. Because remember, on the OnlyFans content, remember they do different positions. So you think, oh, I'm fantasizing her pretty much doing that position to me, or I'm doing that position to her.
Mm-hmm.
So you lose the value. Go ahead. Oh yeah, like on why shout out to you, why you say on strip club it's cheaper and you can touch, smell, and that was in the VIP room, correct? Why hi, you know a lot about that, huh?
What he be doing?
Basically, he's a tipper.
Go out.
He's a tipper.
And King Dog said, if you want to look at corn, go to the field. I agree. Cause he spent. Remember, he spent how much that is? That's do the math. That's a lot of money. What, a month?
Yeah, 62,000. That's what, $4,000 a month.
Or how you do the math on that?
He's a tipper.
Yeah, that's about 4,500 a month. Yeah,
4,500 a month.
Yeah.
Now most people don't even. Most black men don't even make that.
I like real live content. I don't like virtual.
But that's where we're headed to. That's the future.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
OnlyFans is the new future. It's pretty much the future. That's what we're heading to. It's gonna be more of that than more physical interaction.
Yeah, which we get them what you call them, the virtual things.
Yeah, the real headset.
And wait till maybe 5 to 6 years. And then they, like I said, that guy who paid Ruby Rose, he probably could be in there and she could put the things on, and he could be in the same room as her and everything. And she probably twerking and everything. Yeah, I can see that. We're definitely going to that space.
I don't consider that tricking. What he's doing is not really tricking because he's not really doing anything. He's just spending money. I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's not tricking. You just paying for see content, make you feel good.
My stomach hurt just even thinking about it.
I can't. I don't know. Some women, I keep telling people, is some women out here that have the power of persuasion. They could take a man. They can make a man go really broke, really fast.
I'm sorry, man. I can't do it.
Really fast.
That's like worse than gambling, yo.
Yeah. Like when I sit here and y'all mention this, and I hear 62,000, like I'm not simping like that. I can't. I like 62,000. Like we have on the baby. Like we spitting in each other's mouths.
No, but Kendall, what he's saying, what Jordan say is now on. Because you say take a picture. I don't think so because he say now on OnlyFans the women can do voice. I think voice call to him.
Yeah, you can voice call. You can send direct messages and everything.
So she probably
emojis, yeah.
She probably say, "Hey, baby, I want you to do this to me, do that to me," and then making them feel good, like he's doing something.
Yeah, they can say, "Hey, where you been? Why you didn't text me or call me? I'm on the line." Yeah, there's some. Yeah, I've heard a lot of stuff you can do on OnlyFans that you can tempt your customers to coming back in and everything. And it might. And the thing is, like I said, it might see some free content and everything to make you come back. Like I said, some of these online OnlyFans content creators, they very clever because they know their audience, their particular like the audience, like a Ruby Rose. He knows what this man likes and everything. That's why he keeps on spending and spending and spending and spending.
I'm so happy that I'm endowed in my faith that I ain't been a sucker duck to go spend that kind of cash. Cause that amount of money, like 62,000, like this might come off wrong, but I own you now.
Shoot, I put a down payment on the house with that money, yo. Come on now.
Yeah, when you were talking about that film the other day, he was talking about how the guy followed the stripper home.
Yeah.
Because he owned her because he spent so much money on her.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, people think that shit crazy. Like, you got a lot of these dudes, they killing about that, man. They killing about that. They was like, no, man, like, me and you together, we together forever. And you know what I mean? She goes and say, no, we're not. Get away, John. Nah, baby. Nah, baby, you belong to me now. No.
Man, Sugar Bone say, man with money, spend it.
Okay, and women, let me stop myself.
It's only the broke man crying. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I agree with Sugar on that one.
Sugar, when you gonna spend some money?
They don't. The man on them, on her.
Please, Sugar, spend some money. Like, spend that shit.
She do be spending money on people's content. She do. She buy membership and all that. She do be support. She do be spending that money.
But she never spend no money on here.
Yeah, she come out here on every other day. Out of what 3 shows we do, she come at least twice
a day. And I'm her fiance, and she doesn't spend no money here. She said, "I'll get you."
Ricky, what's happening, Ricky?
Well,
coming through with the Rick Master is in the house. Another guy that support. Ricky's another one who goes around supporting people's platform. That was they support. But Sugar, I know she support too. She be
no. You right.
What's going on, big dog? But I don't think. But I know a lot of men right now say the guy tricking. I saw it, but I didn't read the comment. I don't know if there was anything that was kind of outrageous in the comment over there in the shade room. Was it in the shade room? About the tricking. See, I'm thinking he tricking about the fan. Did anybody say anything outrageous in the comment?
See the tipper.
Some men might feel some type of way because they don't have the money that women. So they be dry hating.
Oh, facts. She's a tipper.
So we making it out here, guys. We're not dry hating. That's a virtual slap to the face. But what do you mean virtual slap to the face, Kendall? What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Well, because of what the woman doing to him? Funny, because that's. I ain't gonna lie. That people like him, I would like the interview because I was like, do you have a wife? Or you consider this to be an addiction? Oh, you talking about the Sugar comment? Okay, never mind. Yeah, if they say the man was married, what would his wife say about that? Like,
he'll be getting a divorce now.
I don't think so. I think women are more transparent now than ever before. I don't think we'll get a divorce.
What's up, Ricky Webster?
I don't think so. I don't think he'll get a divorce at all.
I'm asking like 62 racks.
Yeah. Well, you never even. Well, now he met her, but let's say he's gonna 62 racks for a woman he never met, and he finally met her after all this time. Mind you, he could have paid for a plane ticket, told her, hey, come into my town. Let us spend it 62. Cause you remember you say it's $4K a month. You be like, yo, come to San Antonio. I'm gonna pay for your flight. Just come and we just do our thing. I see you. At least you. I don't know, man. That to me, I think that junk was like kind of crazy. So, but anyhow, Jordan, what you got? What before we go to the next one? What is your guys' thoughts on this topic here? I think I find this to be.
Well, for me, I just think like we're just going into time when, you know, like I said, we're going to virtual. We're going to see, and I think OnlyFans is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then, like I said, once you get them virtual things, especially for a lot of these men, because they go when they put them on, they see their favorite online content creator right by them. Probably can't touch them, and they just keep coasting and dancing around and everything. I think with that, with the OnlyFans, that's going to change the game right there. And we're gonna have a lot of. I think we'll have a lot more incels too. That's how I believe. That's my take on that.
I don't know. We should get OnlyFans. You know, there's some podcasts that got OnlyFans. You know
yeah. They don't do like adult content. They might do something like cooking and everything too.
Yeah.
People don't understand that it's not only sexual. There's some really podcasters that do OnlyFans. I did it with on Grant Stephan. I don't know if you know who Grant Stephan is. He's a financial one, and he got like 4 million subscribers. He got OnlyFans. Well, I'm not sure if did he get OnlyFans? I think he was mentioning it because you want to do all content on financial advice.
Okay.
So, go ahead, Jordan. Along to the next one.
Okay, so here's another topic. I had another topic I got for you guys, but we might add it into it, but the video is kind of vulgar and everything, so they kind of go with the YouTube community guidelines. So I got another topic for you guys. So this goes by, this was kind of trending about Malika Andrews and everything. And if you guys don't know, Malika Andrews, she's a host of the ESPN for NBA TV, and you know she usually like report on black people, on black like players, of if they're like I said they get drafted, and she always report like something they have like some type of history and everything. But this week, as you guys know, you know Josh Giddey for the Oklahoma City Thunder, you know he was up for an investigation for you know dating an underage girl and everything. And you know a lot of people was talking about it except for Malika Andrews. She did report on it. But before that, you know, I think she reported like 2 or 3 days later, and a lot of people was having a problem with her. Like I said, when you report stuff about, you know, black players, you do it right away. But when it comes with a white player like Josh Giddey, when the information come out, you know, she kind of took her time to do it and everything. And a lot of people like a lot of podcasts and content creators have really had a problem with that. Because they saw that she has like, you know, she'll talk about the black players about their wrongmen doing like very quickly, and sometimes she might say something about. I remember in the NBA draft, you know, she said something about I think it's like a black player, which had a number 2 and number 3, and while she was talking about her history as a basketball player, she also brought out some history about what happened in college, and that I think the history of like him having a gun, something like that, and he had to go to court and everything. But the case was dismissed and everything, which is kind of unnecessary. But with the Josh Giddey situation, when he's white, they felt like she was taking her time, and she was, really just, not wasn't going to report it at all. A lot of people thought she was going to report, but she didn't. But she did. And and she's that great, and a lot of people want to get her fired, like want to see her fired because of the things that she does. But we do have a clip for you guys to kind of go into detail what we talk about, and after that we're going to chop it up. Go ahead, Hakeem.
For not reporting on the situation. She called out people like Joe Mazzulla, Brandon Miller. She called out their past legal problems. People were saying she didn't have to do that. So now you have Josh Giddey that's under investigation, and people are seeing evidence, and she hasn't said anything.
She recently did.
Well, she did after people.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Malika came out and said that he was under investigation, but that was after the people were attacking her or talking about her and why she hasn't said anything. In her defense, he's still under investigation.
She doesn't want to catch a defamation case.
She might not have the clearance from her bosses.
Yeah, I mean, it's very sensitive stuff. I'll speak to this from like a journalist perspective. Like, I like Malika. I think that it's very easy to kind of like poke and say like, oh, well, you asked about this and you asked about that, and like now you don't want to ask about that. And you made a great point about ESPN. Like, that's her big boss. That's the big conglomerate. You have no idea if they said, hey, don't talk about this at all. They probably addressed it immediately to those people. Like, hey, this is how you got to handle this. This is what you should say, what you shouldn't say.
We don't know if it's true or not. And I think for her as a professional, she should only report on things that she knows is facts.
Yes.
We shouldn't jump to like, oh, you have to say this because we feel this way. No, let's wait it out, see what happens. And if it's true or isn't true, then we'll move from there.
Shout out to Hank in the basement and shout out to Jabbar.
Hank in the basement.
What's going on? Oh, go ahead, John.
Yeah, so as you can see, that's having a whole problem with her. But the thing is, it's not just for me. I don't think it's not just her. It's also ESPN, because there was a report come out yesterday, and they put it out immediately too, of Von Miller. He's the player. He's still recovering, but he's a player from the Buffalo Bills and everything. He had a warrant out for arrest for domestic violence against his baby mama. He had to turn himself in. He turned himself in, and then somebody bailed him out. And then later reported that the baby mama said, the case was false and everything. He really didn't hit nobody. All that. It was a misunderstanding and everything. But ESPN posted on First Take immediately. But with the Josh Giddey stuff, as they were saying, they was kind of waiting on investigation and everything until everything comes out to get more information. But my thing is like, okay, ESPN, you wait on Josh Giddey knowing that there's an investigation coming out underage with an underage chick and everything. To me, you should go out there regardless. But when it comes to a black player like Bob Miller, he got reprimanded, got arrested, but it all comes out that it really didn't happen when people thought it would happen like that. So I'm gonna pass it to you guys. I'm gonna pass it to you, Ronnie. How do you feel the situation with Malika Andrews or with ESPN of when it comes to maybe the colors of a white person, a black person, put it in like for Josh Giddey, kind of prolonging the say something of a situation what happened to Josh Giddey, but when stuff like Bob Miller, Black Player comes out, they put out immediately. What's your take on it?
The reason, this is my only thing. The only reason why they put out black issue out immediately, because people don't understand black people bring views, especially when it comes to the aspect of ESPN. Remember, they say one thing about when it comes to black folks, that they're very competitive and they're very aesthetic. So they say that's one thing black people and with sports. So they know first year about, let's say, LeBron James is quicker than a Josh Giddey. Remember, you got to keep it in mind. Right now, ESPN is in competition with YouTube. ESPN is in competition with Twitter. ESPN is in competition with Instagram, because that's where the people are. So you say, okay, what do we have to do? What type of controversy we have to do to get these people to come and watch ESPN? And I think that's why when it comes to the aspect of black men in general, remember, black man image already been tarnished already. We already know that. Just because of some of the fact is, remember, number one, a woman don't respect us. Number two, you already know, the industry don't respect us. You already knew. Number three, media don't respect us. So they're gonna use anything they can get out of this diminishing a black man's image. Actually, focus on someone like Josh Giddey. Like right now, you see when it's Josh Giddey, everybody say we gotta wait till the information come out because we don't want to get no defamation of character. But let's say what happened with Dwight Howard, it's gonna come out the next day, or probably not even the next day, the next hour. When the situation happened with Deshaun Watson, that thing came out immediately. We had to let y'all know we doing an investigation. We had to send him out probably for the rest of the season, and we don't know what we're gonna do with his career. It is what it is. But right now, these medias are trying to get views because they're losing a lot of it. I think right now they say ESPN don't even know what their next goal is, because the simple fact is a lot of people are leaving them. They're firing a lot of people because they're not getting all these views that they actually want. Why I say, Pink, how about them Cowboys? Well, they see Eagles next week and then the Dolphins. So I'm just letting y'all know. Go ahead, Hakeem.
You know, historically, the way news is presented for people of color and other races have always been disparagingly like given to us in weird ways. This ain't no different than that Seattle football player who beat up his black girlfriend. Nobody talked about it. He didn't go to jail. Nobody ain't saying nothing. You know what I mean? So we know that we know that we are in a disposition. One thing I do say is this is why having your own media is important, and attacking the people who report on us negatively. But Malika Andrews is the only person. We don't hear that from Stephen A. Smith. We don't hear that from Nat. And don't get me wrong, Malika and Skip are the worst people in the sports industry in the way they report on people of color. If we really did not like them, all it takes is 1 million signatures to get them off air. But nobody ain't gonna do it because a lot of us are sorry and scared. It's either you do that or create your own media where it overshadows them people. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, that's true about that, Hakeem. You know, not just ESPN. You know, any of these major medias, Fox, CBS, NBC, CNN. You know, like I said, Ronnie said was right. There's revenue of showing. When some stuff, when black people's killing black people, or robbing, or situation comes with the law. When it comes to blacks, that's the first thing they put out and everything. And if you guys want to change that narrative, support black media somewhere like us and everything. You probably get a maybe a deeper level of what's really going on in there, or deeper level of what's really going on, and really get the research and everything, or get the right type of videos they like to put out there, because as ESPN and these other big media personalities, they might use different type of words. When they show videos, they might show an image that goes really shows like how, making a storyline of how it kind of really went down, and maybe at the end of the day, maybe it really didn't go down like that. So a lot of these medias, they do this stuff like that, especially to us and everything. But it's important for us, to change that as a media. I know that Dez Bryant, the former NFL player, he was speaking about it. Shout out to Kwame Brown, he was speaking about it too. How he was talking about how the narrative, how the media, ESPN, how they were changing everything. How we do it to a white guy, but he want to do it to a black guy. But yeah, I just feel like a lot of us need to really, really wake up. And if you want to change the narrative of what's going on in our black community, and how we talk about it and how we see it, because how we see stuff and how we talk about stuff, is programming. It's definitely programming. A lot of people don't believe, but it's definitely programming. And if you want to hear from a different perspective, from a different perspective about it, especially from black media, that's what you need. That's what the type of content you probably need to support and everything. Because if you don't, like I said, you pay these cable bills, you're paying these these stream sites like ESPN or other media platforms, like I said, or Netflix and everything. You're paying these streamers and cable to really show these things. And and I think a lot of people don't know that, and it's part of programming. But if you want a different program from a black person's perspective, support them. And if you support them, you probably see something a difference as well.
Yeah, and I don't just want people to just support us because we're black. Support it if you really enjoy the content. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's what it's all about. People keep thinking because we're black, we gotta support. No, support it because the content is good. That's why I got a lot of respect for Earn Your Leisure. Because the thing with Earn Your Leisure, even though they're a black media or financial black media group. However, their content is good. They're giving out great information, which is it pretty much, which is empowering the people. That's all. That's all what it's about. It's about, okay, what can you do? What are you doing to empower us? Are you empowering us with the right information, or are you just empowering us with gossip and entertainment? So that's what I'm saying. When you go and support these media outlet, make sure that you support them because it's actually good. And I think that's what a lot of us, especially in the black community, that's the one thing we don't understand. Yeah, shout out to you, Natasha. Natasha, welcome, sweetheart. Welcome, welcome. And not only that, but when it comes to the aspect of the media, prime example, yesterday, Von Miller pretty much had a warrant out for his arrest in Dallas, Texas, because they said allegedly he hit his girlfriend, right? It came out immediately. The situation about Josh Giddey, I didn't know about it until DJ Academic talked about it.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. That they pick and choose which one is going to get the algorithm going. They knew if we talk about Josh Giddey, dealing with probably a 16-year-old girl, it may not go well with the audience. But Von Miller here and his pregnant girlfriend, especially a white girlfriend, hell yeah. Boom. That's all it's about. It's a numbers game. And that's why I said one thing I started to realize when it comes to these media outlets and these entertainment outlets, especially like ESPN. I said, do you really care about what's going on, or are you just doing that because you're trying to get the numbers up? Go ahead, Aki.
No, you're 100% right. We're gonna always live like this. That's why I say we don't should support any of this situation and just do our own thing. You know what I mean? But hey, when you want to put yourself in the limelight, this what happens,
Yeah, it's true. And Rice said it earlier, like with ESPN, like I said, they're still losing money. Earlier this year, they had let a lot of people go. I mean, Jalen Rose, Max Kellerman, Keyshawn Johnson. Now he's with Fox and everything. And I don't know. Like I said, they compete with people, but they're not putting the content out and everything. So with ESPN, it's not looking good for them. I don't know if they're gonna last the next few years.
they don't know when they're gonna get their next meal. That's how bad it is.
Oh, you said media. White House said media said she's pregnant. Even worse.
Who's pregnant?
I think Von Miller girlfriend.
Oh yeah, right, correct.
I'm saying that's even worse. That's good for the algorithm. That's perfect. You know what I'm saying? We didn't really talk about it. Because we kind of wait till the information come out. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, that's perfect. Like that's the one that's the one. Josh Giddey one, not. Him dealing with a younger woman. Some people feel something about it. Some people don't, because they say, hey, at least you got legal consent compared to pregnant girl. Two different things.
Yeah. Yeah, and I heard he's from, I think he's from Australia too, and I think I'm not sure. I think the average, I think it's I can't no I gotta check it out. I don't want to say. Huh?
Yeah, he's from Australia.
He's from Australia.
Yeah, he's from Australia.
And what that you said the legal age over there is probably what, like whatever.
I think it's 16.
I mess with him on the props now. Now he be covering his points. But
no, you do.
But the same time, it's just like they pick and choose who they want to talk about, and I think that's where we have issues. And I think that's what people are. A lot of black men, we feel like hey, but Josh is doing something really worse than what I'm doing. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But I mess with Josh Giddey when it comes to the props. You get what I'm saying? That he know how to play. He wants to go rebound, probably over assists, one or two games, but that's it. So I'm saying, like, that's how the game goes. Like, but this is the new world, man.
It is the new word. That's why I was like, if I was talking to Josh, I say, boy, you need to use something seasoned. seasoned and old. You know what I mean? Seasoned and mature, baby.
I would say do what Zion Williamson doing, or do what what's the other guy LaMelo Ball's doing.
Yeah, shot.
And, mess with these porn stars.
Yeah, you don't hear nothing about them. They paying for this.
Just don't mess with the crazy ones.
You know what I mean? Get you a seasoned veteran.
I'm not the only one. I don't have a problem. Trust me. Hank in the basement, he can teach you some things about the props. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He got some things about the props. You know, we be having outside conversation. You know, I don't know if you see Sugar Ball from comments. He said, "Black men are dirty deeds are coming to the light. Black men dirty deeds are coming to the light."
I'm not gonna address that.
Why not?
Cause Sugar just wanna like rattle people up. And I'm gonna let her live.
Put more gasoline to the fire.
Yeah.
We pour some more fire in it. You see that?
Yeah.
Burn more.
Look, why I say the media should talk about the NFL fireman who Tyreek Hill used a cell phone.
My bad.
On celebration.
Oh yeah, I saw that today. That was one of the social media sites on a Florida social media site.
So they fired him because he used a cell phone. Oh wait, and what Tyreek was celebrating?
Yeah, this was like a month ago. I think that was, I don't know if they was playing Denver or somebody. This was a home game.
And what he was doing? What? Damn, you got the video?
I don't. Let me see if I can find it. I'm gonna find it. I think I got it. Hold on.
Well, that's the one that he was on the floor, right? And he was like he was on what? I forgot the name of that movie.
Got caught with it. Mm-hmm.
What, with the phone? Yeah, because I don't think you can use phone during the game. But what's gotta make me because Jabbar is making me laugh in the chat. He said, "Yeah, I gotta follow."
Shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hakeem can't address it because he knows it's true. Sugar Ball is talking about you, Hakeem, because you don't want to address her in the chat.
First off, is not the age of Aquarius. It's Sagittarius season. Let's just get that together.
All right, I found a video.
Let's get that together. Secondly, Sugar Bum, I'm not going to address it because it's like I'm just not going to address it. You know, I'm just taking my stance and just standing on this end. That's all I can do.
Why you afraid you're gonna lose some following?
No, because I'm not a feminist. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lose them. You know what I mean? I just think Sugar is just
year of Aquarius.
What you say?
This is the year of Aquarius.
No.
I would say if that's the case, it's almost over.
Yeah, it's Sagittarius season.
No, she's talking about the year that the year itself.
Oh, the year itself?
She can say that, but the year's almost up.
Mm-hmm.
Tyreek Hill took his phone. I could go ahead. I got the video if you want to play it.
Yeah, you got.
What I was talking about.
So Tyreek Hill took his phone. You have to see why he's. What was the reason?
Yeah.
Look out, man. Okay, there you go. Miami-Dade.
Holy smoked him!
Me and K Fitz, we got a long history together, you know. So he like the news. This was something that I already knew, and I told him, you know, don't let this get to you, man. Like, just hold your head up. You're still young, and yeah, man, continue to do what you love. So obviously, like me and him gonna continue to work together, and I told him I was gonna cover his salary, you know, whatever the NFL was gonna pay him or whatever. I told him I was going to, make sure that I do what's right and, take care of you. Make sure you're not out of a job. So that's my guy. Me and K Fitz, we got a long history together, so he, like, the new.
Yeah, that's good for Tyreek Hill because Tyreek Hill he's one of the highest paid wide receivers in the game, so he can take care of him.
Yeah, because Dolphins got him on that max, so he good. But that he didn't do nothing wrong. All he did was just recording him. He celebrated. He said he knows. He said that's my guy. He's cool. I don't have an issue with it. But the NFL had an issue with it because the simple fact is they don't remember they need. That's what I keep telling you. They need anything for them so they can bring them back into the algorithm. And the same thing with the NFL Network. Right now, people don't really go to the NFL Network anymore because now people on YouTube. But there's guys like our age doing great takes.
Yeah.
Better than the NFL.
Yeah, it's barbershop talk, Ronnie, and that's what we like to do.
And they be good. You be like, wow, it's some guys I follow. They're not black though, but there's some guys I follow. They be doing some great takes. I'm watching them every time something on. I go watch them. They breaking down like bit by bit, and I be like, man, they really good. And there's also black media too that do this too. I think it's a guy, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's a guy on Facebook who does it too. Like it's a group of his friends. They go and they have that talk. Shaka Love, what's going on, sweetheart?
What's good?
What's good, Shaka Love?
Boom, Shaka Laka.
When Shaka Love is in the house. Shout out to Jess J. Jess J be giving us a shout out a lot. She rock with she not here now, but she rock with us for real.
Yeah. Shout out to Jess J.
Yes, man.
Hit the love for Jess J, man. She's a sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but to me, that was they pick and choose which one they want to talk about, and I think that's the issue we're having with these media. But if you ask me, did she do something wrong? No, I think she's doing what she's being told. They telling her to do that, so she's doing what her job telling her. But some people might say no, she should talk about Josh Giddey. Nah, if ESPN owners are like, no, don't talk about it, then what more?
Yeah, the reason she's following the rules because she won't have the other Jamel Hill situation.
Correct.
Remember when she got on that prime time of being ESPN, him and Mike Hill, and specifically she started doing sports, and then she trying to turn from sports, and she turned 180 to talk about Donald Trump and call her racist and everything.
Correct.
That right there ended her career. It got so bad that ESPN said, "Hey man, we got to release you. We'll give you majority of the money that we signed in the contract, but we got to let you go." And they won't have another situation like that again.
I don't know if she took a question. She asked you a question. I can't say what that white man did wasn't legal. I don't know. That's open for opinion. You know what I'm saying?
What the white man did wasn't illegal.
She's talking about Josh.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Sugar, you?
Trolling. I think you trolling now.
Whoa, Sugar, you? Sugar, just for that statement, we're not together anymore. I'm straight off you, Sugar. I'm straight off you.
For today? Just for today?
No, forever now. She said what the white man did wasn't no. It's just me and Natasha Vincent to the moon now. That's all it takes. Like that ideology was not good. What you just say, Sugar?
Shiesty bum. Y'all don't believe me. Sugar is too hardcore. Shiesty bum. She give you the balance. You get what I'm saying?
Damn, Sugar. I didn't know you was like it.
The bum. You get what I'm saying?
I expected the other sugar bomb, the other thumbnail sugar bomb with the ski mask.
Yeah.
Well, I can't have their own. Shiesty is the Shiesty. We were talking about
okay.
Well, no, we were
listen.
talking, which is moral.
Okay.
No, listen. If this was a black guy, you would have called it dirty deeds.
Yeah, you would.
You know what I mean? But this is a white boy. You said what he's moral. Let's talk about, so is it okay for the other guy, Sugar? I'm just surprised at you, like for real. Like this has set a whole new precedent about, wow, like you would even say that what he did wasn't illegal. Like she's 16.
Allegedly, because we don't really know if she really 16. Because remember, there's some girls that look young.
He says y'all were together and didn't invite me for the lemon pepper. No. Listen. No. Natasha, you know, we like this was new for me to hear this, that Sugar said that. I'm totally like, it's over now. Now it's just enough room for just me and you now. Like, Sugar, I'm sorry, baby. That Josh thing, like, I wasn't even rocking with Oklahoma now. Now I just took off the Shiesty Bum jersey now. I'm like, I'm over with now.
No, that's Sugar Bum. Shicey's a whole nother different.
Oh, so okay, now, listen, I'm a Maple Leaf fan, 100% now. I was already putting maple syrup on my pancakes, but now I'm just strictly Maple Leaf. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not eating pepper wings anymore. Give me clam chowder or something like that.
Shout out to Canada.
And not even that, but you know, it's a funny thing too. They still allow in Josh Giddey to play. Von Miller sent out to further notice.
Right.
Yeah.
Very,
you know,
critical. Why you allowing Josh Giddey, even though he's under investigation, to play basketball, but then Von Miller is sitting down on the bench?
Complexion for protection. I don't mind it, because we could listen. If it's like this, I'll just tell that boy, let's go play for the big three.
Yeah, that's why yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew he's not gonna perform. His mind is not there. You know what I'm saying? You got to send him out.
Yeah.
But that was,
let's go.
I mean, that's not right. How you gonna have Von Miller not play, but then you're gonna have Josh Giddey to play literally the next day? No, I'm sorry, he was out for like 3 games, but the next following day he played.
I think I know why. One of the reasons is because, you know, with the NFL, there's a lot of domestic violence is going on and everything, especially in the NFL, and a lot of, you know, women has been getting on NFL on that. So that's one of the reasons that, you know, they probably don't let Von play or anything, because there's so much domestic violence going on in the NFL for the past years and years and years, and they just don't want to have that problem in their hands to see have him play. Because if he do play, there's a lot of, you know, women, men, they're gonna say something about that too.
Whoa, Fresh Sound Florida agreeing with Sugar.
Jay Sugar is right.
Fresh Sound Florida, you agreeing with Sugar?
Wow, this is the first.
Wow,
this is a first. Like, this is a first.
No,
listen. Our family's in jeopardy now. Our family's in jeopardy. I'm losing the only brothers I've ever had.
Look, domestic violence versus consent.
It shouldn't be argued.
Wow. Don DeMarco, man.
I'm losing everybody. I'm losing everybody. She said fresh, exactly. I'm losing everybody. Who's next?
You say Sugar Bun, so the whole time Sugar Bun was Fresh Sound the whole time, Hakeem? That's what you're saying?
I'm confused now.
Shaka Lutton, we have to use our logic here and not get into our emotion.
Look what Urban Noise said.
Sugar does make sense. It's not that hard to understand.
I'm not gonna comment. I'm gonna step. No, I don't want to be a hypocrite. I'm gonna sit this one out. I'm losing everybody now. I can't. I don't want to lose anymore.
Well, you lose the game. You gotta lose the game.
I've already lost so much this year. I don't want to keep losing. I want to keep whatever I have left in my bank, whatever I have left.
Hey, Bobby Bryant, how you doing?
Bobby Bryant, the beautiful Bobby Bryant, the elegant, sultrous, feminine. You know what I mean? Proverbs 31, Bobby Bryant.
Well, but now that was a good one. Urban, that's good. That mean Fred Sound, Urban, they know the balance.
No, they do.
I respect that. Because they could have said, no, Sugar is wrong. They're like, no,
yeah.
That's very balanced.
But you see, I'm so like, I just want you to agree with me 100% all the time.
No, man. That's how it works.
You know what I'm saying? I think I was delusional about that. I'm like, no, we're not doing none of that. But now there's like they agree on the topic, and because I fundamentally impose that. Yeah, I'm gonna just stop while I'm ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but no, but Hakeem is crazy. But we're about to finish. We got one more topic, and then
Yeah.
we'll close out. Go ahead, Jordan, for the final topic.
All right, for the final topic, I'm not gonna play a video, but I want to play a video, but it's kind of goes with YouTube guidelines.
Probably the sound.
So,
right?
Huh?
It would be fine with the sound.
Okay.
Yeah, we should.
You should be all right.
We should be all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead
And you know everybody. Hold on. First, we want to check, is Sky in the room? Let's make sure he's not in there. Sky's not there, is he?
I don't think so. She didn't respond. No.
Okay. Bobby Bryant, Proverbs 30 women is a high. Yes, Proverbs 31. And listen here, I know you, Natasha, and Sugar are Proverbs 31 women. I just haven't seen it yet. I feel it in my heart.
Sugar is one of them?
I believe Sugar is one of them. I just think she's playing on the internet. She's playing on the internet.
Yeah, go in.
Meek, and submissive.
If we don't have this kid in the room, this man get a little bit vocal. So
yeah, very strong language, guys.
Hey, listen, what y'all about to hear is like catching COVID.
His brothers that are working on themselves and they are seeking out assistance in their journey and they are getting bolder in their evolution. If you do not mean these men well, stay the fuck away from them. Don't be fucking them up. Don't be tempting them with that pussy. Leave them alone. Let them heal. Ooh. Because a lot of women be using this spirituality, consciousness, cosmics, whatever's to get some dick. Y'all be coming in, oh, blessings, king. Highest praises, king. I see the God in you all because you want some dick. And then when he break your motherfucking heart, then, niggas ain't shit all over again. Nah, he was just a king, remember? Remember, it was just Hotep, blessings, king. Blessings, king. You such a god. Then when he dozed through your motherfucking ass because he ain't ready for that and you keep pushing that pussy on him. Ooh. And your heart broke the fuck up. Ooh. Get off of him. Don't be bashing him. Leave him alone. Ooh. It is brothers that are working on.
Subscribe to Kevin. The link is in the bio.
There you go. Yeah, man. So she went viral. It's just thinking like, do a lot of these women use their spirituality to get some? Mm-hmm. Because this is my first time I ever heard this. I've never heard this before, and it's got me wondering. Because I definitely want to ask you guys because, like I said, this is the first time I'm ever hearing it, and I want to hear you guys also in the chat too. I want to hear you guys in the chat. So go ahead. What's your take on what you just said, Ronnie?
Yes. Because the problem is with today's society is a lot of people are feeling convicted to have these type of conversation because the simple fact is it's too hardcore. It's too straightforward, but at the same time, women are using their spirituality because they want to get some. Sex is not a bad thing. Sex is a beautiful thing. Remember we use sex for creation. Not only that, we use sex for also intimacy, and not only that, for men we use sex to relieve our stressful nature. That's what it's used for. Women, I always tell people, and people always deny it. They keep denying it. Women are more sexual than men. I don't care what nobody say. Oof. They are more sexual than men. Their body craves for it. Even when a woman is not having sex, she still craves for it. It's the craziest thing in the world. Even because there's women now that do video blogs about it now. They say, I'm celibate. I haven't had sex over 20-some years, but yet their body craves for it. And there's a woman that's pretty much virgin saying the same exact thing. It's because of human nature. It's something that we're supposed to be doing. But when people say, okay, when they try to use sexual spirituality, don't get me wrong. I do understand the concept of soul tie. To me, I don't think you should be sleeping with anybody because sometimes you sleep with that person, you become that person. People don't realize you kind of do. If that person have a nasty attitude, then all of a sudden you start having a nasty attitude. That person is like very negative about themselves. All of a sudden you start becoming negative about themselves. So it has some form of spirituality to it. However, say it again. Prove it, Ronnie. Sugar, come on. You know, I have sisters. You know, I have girls as friends. That we talk about it openly. It's not. I would say sex is not like a big deal. Women today they're making it a big deal when it's really not. I think they're Hakeem and Jordan. I'm being honest. They're afraid to be called whores. That's what the issue is. If people was more open to the idea of talking about sex, or women open up about the idea of their sex and their spirituality, they'll be like more comfortable talking about it. But they if they talk about it, the guy gonna immediately say, "Oh, she's a whore, she's a harlot, she's no good for society," and that's the issue. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to hold my composure before I speak. Whenever you have sex with somebody, that's technically your wife. So every time you have sex with somebody, you get married all over again.
I heard that concept.
Yeah, you get married all over again. And don't act like y'all haven't blessed the bedroom before y'all got it popping. Like, Lord, bless the covenant of my bed before I do this. You know what I'm saying? Like real Christians bless the bedroom before they get popping. So I think that a woman knows a man's weakness, because us men, us men as we working through our traumas, we still got to get it done. Women are the only ones who can remove sex out the equation to work on a purpose, but we still need that feeling, that release. You know what I mean? And then in the morning we'd be like, Grand Rising. How was your night? Sugar was the best. Grand Rising. So, I don't see no problem with blessing your bedroom.
Yeah, I mean, I just think of like, here in 2023, going 2024, I feel like, women are super duper sexually liberated as ever. And I feel like if they're so sexually liberated, that's what they probably use that as a spirituality in a way, as I can say. And, and some of these women, they use it and they feel like their sexual liberation is their spirituality. And women today, some, not all women, but some women today, and they feel like they can do that and then have sex with all these sex with men. It could be a lot of men, it could be a very few men, and they feel like it's their spirituality, which I have no idea of. I really don't. But hey, man, but if that's how they feel, that's what they do, then hey, man, be my guest. Be my guest. But like I said, but if a man, like do you wrong anything, don't be like, oh no, all that type of stuff, I'm healing and everything. So yeah, man, we're just in the world of 2023. It's just women are just more sexually liberated and they just use that as sexuality. I mean spirituality. My bad.
Yeah, but women are not afraid of being called pretty much HOs anymore. But the problem is, I know women are not afraid to be called HO anymore, but you got at the same time, words still have power. It still have a weight to it. Like she might go home and feel, well, go ahead.
No, I'm just agreeing with you, but that's a lie, though. Women don't mind they call each other that, but if a man do it, we'll be vilified.
Exactly, because it has weight. It has weight. And when women do a back to back together, like I can say, beautiful example, they don't have it's no pressure to it. But when a man say, you see the weight coming out, you're like, damn. Like I remember, like literally, Sugar, you already know we come from a space, and the times of this, too. We come from a space where a guy would say one thing to a girl, she would like, oh my. But when a woman says, she'll be like, okay, cool, I'm cool with it. Shout out to Jordan Wipes in the chat. Shout
out, Queen.
She's in the building.
Yeah, it has a lot of weight to it. Yeah. No, I don't know. You see Sugar comments like this, like.
I'm not gonna comment on that.
But we don't love them though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna comment on that.
But I think we need to have more. I was on a panel. They're like, why is in today's society people are afraid to have sex? Because I told them because of the number one thing is because of shame, fear. We are afraid of what the person might say. We are afraid the woman say, "Hey, I like a threesome." or like a foursome. We are afraid of what the answer may be. That's why we don't have the conversation. Go ahead, Hakim.
No, I agree with you, and I think that sex is so touchy. That's why it makes a lot of us into doing weird stuff because we won't address it. Don't get me wrong. If you want a threesome, it's just not going to be with me now. You know what I mean? You can go do your own thing, but I do think that we need to be a little bit more open, knowing what you willing to do, what you're not willing to do. You know what I mean? To understand people's appetites. You know what I mean? You see, I publicly get on here and say that I get married. A requirement is on-demand sex. There's no getting away with that. On-demand sex, cooking and cleaning, aprons got to be worn. You know what I mean? On the regular, I got to be able to tap that ass. That's a conversation we're gonna have like in the 6 months. Be like, hey, I'm feeling you. Like, are you okay with the on-demand sex? He said, no problem, Hakeem. You know what I mean? But these people ran rising. You know what I mean? It's like a real touchy thing for people. So I don't understand. And I could never be with a Joe Smith wife.
Or that Adam 22 wife. But the thing is, at the end of Adam 22 and his wife, you know, they make content of it. You know, they have their own OnlyFans, you know, and they go to these adult, you know, parties and all that type of stuff. That's their lifestyle. So with that, you know, that's what they do. Kim K at the time, she was, you know, back in the day, she was messing around with a whole bunch of people, and then, you know, she got some type of fame, and, you know, then she start getting married to a few people, you know, Kanye, and then what's the other basketball player? I forgot his name. And, you know, she wanted to turn his life around. Now she got kids and everything. And Joe Smith's wife, you know, she's just out there.
Whew.
She's just out there.
No, but the situation, look at Kanye West. Because Kim K was a very sexual person, you saw that he dealt with her, and look what happened. He's losing himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, even though people say Kanye West was always bipolar, no, he got worse after he had been done with Kim K. Because sex, it has that connection, and like it's just unheard of. It's just out of this world. Like, you know, it's something that I don't think no man can describe. That's why it was created from above, because it's something that we were supposed to use. I can't say and holy matrimony. But society has corrupted it to the point we have a lot of messed up people all over the place.
Woo, Jesus.
Now you have women today want to sleep with other women. You have men today want to sleep because it's all over the place. It's out of control because the desire itself has lost its value. Go ahead.
Effective communication skills are at a deficit in a lot of conversations today. Speaking directly, lovingly, and respectfully to a person you care about. Simple. At least be respectful to everyone. 100%.
Why?
He said, I personally never been asked about my body count. Yeah, because it doesn't matter. He said, Hakeem, what if your wife under treatment from a doctor, does she get a break? Listen, I'm not a savage, you know what I mean? You know, she gets a break, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? There's vacation time you can take out, you know?
Look at what's going on here, guys. You guys that are freedom for sex so much. You see, the guy paid like 62 something for a woman.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's how far the sex talk and not having that communication is going. Guys are getting crazy out here. Women too now. They don't talk about the women, but the women too. Women are like they're using their spirituality to get sex. They'll tell the guy, oh, I'm celibate, just because the aspect she telling the guy. When a woman tell a guy I'm celibate, chances are she telling the guy I want to have sex. Cause why are you celibate for? We mean you just having a conversation. She telling the guy, and the guy will find a way to get inside of me. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I know Sugar gonna counterattack that, but that's just my opinion. Go ahead,
brothers.
Hey, what? DB, like, come on, you know I'm telling the truth now. You know what I'm saying? the guy know, okay, he know he could get it. He could get in.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, there was a period of time that sex was being able to weaponize it, but you can't weaponize it anymore.
You can't.
You know, because it's given out so freely, like it's like, you know what I mean? She says, "Sugar bum, it is the weirdest question. If only for a phrase, it says way more about a person asking them their any number I share. Let me say 4,761.33. Dumb questions get dumb answers. No, you're right.
Please. Well, trust me, I know I'm telling the truth.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't have to agree with me, but I know the man's are. When a woman could, why you bringing that up in the conversation, telling me, "Oh, I'm celibate. I'm waiting till I'm like, okay, me and you, we just having dinner." You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Saying it because down inside you want it. Because I'm not even bringing it up. We having dinner at the dinner table. Why you have to mention I'm celibate?
She's saying you can't weaponize sex, but men paying $60K on OnlyFans. Yeah, yeah. That was a bad hit, though.
That was a bad
hit, though. Yeah. You know what I mean? Look at him. He wasn't a part of my crew. You know what I mean? So my crew are diligent. We ain't paying $60K for that. You know what I mean?
We refuse to do that.
She said, "Of course, a man." She said, "DB said, of course, a man will agree with you. Y'all say anything. No. I'm speaking the truth.
You're speaking, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, he's giving it how it is. You know what I'm saying? I just think that the power that women had in the 90s and early 2000s has started to diminish over the 2010s. Because, you know what I mean? It's like half off.
Like, for example, Nick, who created Fake Nick? I bet it was a woman. I bet.
Ooh. He says, she said, "I don't weaponize sex when I charge $500 for 3 feet pic." Nah, baby. Those are suckers who's doing that, sugar.
Yeah, no, Hakeem. They spending money
for feet pictures. Yeah, Hakeem. I don't know what it is. Some people,
some
people got some fetish shit. They'll pay some money for that.
I know it's a fetish, but I'm like, why I spend that type of money on that? Bro, that junk is crazy. Women, serious money, bro. Women right now can make serious money off of anything.
I'm not doing none of that. Those are suckers.
Are they? Or that's just something they enjoy?
My stomach hurt even thinking about it, man. My stomach hurt even think about it. Like, when as y'all saying it to me, I'm wondering, like, am I living in Bizarro or like, I'm like, what?
I know I came in. This is real life, man. This is how some people live, yo. I don't get it. I don't get it either, brother. I don't.
You're like, I'm Jay Prince. You're not Jay Prince for president. You need to stop that. Hey, look, Ken Dog you got Ken Dog laughing over there, man.
She said, I literally anything random dude on IG wanting to pay me for feet pics. That's crazy.
But remember, there's a sucker born every day.
That is true.
Suckers are born every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I know what that meant. When I heard that phrase, I felt like, what do you mean by that? Now I get exactly what it means. Like, the suckers. Those are suckers.
The main problem is a lot of men don't rest in discernment.
Correct.
You know what I'm trying to say? We don't have a lot of us don't have discernment. And a lot of people are mad with me because I have good discernment. Because I'll try you. If you try me, I'll try you. I'll take it there.
So if a woman charge me $500 for the feet, what will you tell them?
$500 for the feet. I say, come to the crib. You'll get a stack. I'm not paying for no feet picture. I'm not a virtual boy. Like, I'm not a virtual boy.
Don't push the limit.
Yeah, don't push the limit. You know how many times somebody will hit me up for money? I'll be like, women that hit me up for money, and I'll be like dawned about it, and I say, You want a couple dollars? I got it. But you're gonna have to go in this bedroom here if you need those couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? Just like that skit, I say, if you want those couple dollars, you can go in this bedroom here. You won't have the money problem, but when you leave here, you're gonna have some other problems. Don't ask for money. You know,
DB said I blocked him. He said I should have made that bag.
No, DB. DB, stay pure. Stay pure, because since you say you blocked him, you sound like you ready to get married.
Hey, Kid Dog, that is Brown Dollar. He had to change. He had to realize where he was at.
Listen, Kid Dog, no. I clicked back into that mode. I said, "What you gonna do for these couple dollars? You asking me for money?" I said, "I'm gonna take it back to the street."
Oh man.
Because let me tell you something. If you subject yourself to these type of things, first off, you wrong for just asking for money any place. I'm a stranger. You don't know how devilish I am. Then I might talk some loud shit. I say, okay, how much you want? Okay, if it's $500, let me spit in your mouth.
Damn, Trey Songz.
Let me spit in your mouth.
Hey, sorry.
Because for that amount of money, I want to do the most wildest stuff. Don't ask for money. My money's for my
what
kids.
Sugar says? He said, I would have got myself a little outfit and did my pigtails and made a cool.
Shout out.
He shout out. Sugar Daddy. Your boy said Sugar Daddy.
Shout out.
Hey, why hides a dude? You're not a friend to that woman. I can't knows.
Right, Natasha. I'm in the bind, Nate. I'm in the
Bye.
So I don't care. You know what's up. You know what's up.
If you're talking to a stranger and asking a stranger for money, yeah, saying, "Hey, are you gonna come in the room with me?" That's fair.
That's fair. You asking for money. There's nothing.
I don't say, what we gonna do in there? Oh, you know we're gonna do.
You know,
playing, girl. Oh,
yeah.
You know.
What in Miami we say? What that mouth do?
Yeah.
What that mouth do?
Hey,
you want a couple dollars?
And then now we got a serious for when we do it too.
Yeah. What that mouth do, baby? I'm actually the more money you want, the more wild this stuff gonna get. If it's a stack, just know you here for 24 hours.
But there's some dudes. But remember, there's some dudes that it's a lot of lonely dudes out here. That's why I be telling people. There's a lot of lonely dudes out here.
No, it is though. But women, you got to be careful with that. Taking money from men, because you know what I mean. A lot of these men take that stuff seriously, and they'll weaponize their dollars against you.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Just because something like a lot of these dudes are actually hurting people. What's it hurt? You know what I mean?
Bobby, we behaving. We not really going in.
We.
She like, I'm crying.
Right here, yeah. Bobby, she from Miami. She know how crazy these guys is when it come about that dollar, especially the old coons, the old guys who drive the Cadillacs and the big trucks and stuff like that. She say, "Sugar, you need some money? You want to know something? We'll work this out. You gonna be home later? Are you sure, Mr. Johnson? Don't worry, Sugar. I'll be home then. Make sure your son not there. We're gonna talk this out. I know the rent due. Don't worry. I'm gonna make sure everything is okay. I'll make sure."
No, it was a video where you were talking. It was a video that went viral. It was an old man. An old man. I think he was in his 50s. I don't know if I saw it. And he was talking about why he did with younger women. He said, because I want to. He said, yeah, I'm gonna trickle her because I know at the end of the day, I'm gonna get what I'm getting. I'm gonna get what I'm getting. Mm-hmm. So I gotta find that video, man. That joke was funny.
She said, y'all remember a lady made woman and said, yeah?
Yeah.
I remember that. Yep. You know what I mean? But you see, the thing is, it didn't make her look pure, though.
It didn't.
You know what I mean? Like, you selling bath water.
No, you see that lady? One lady said she was selling her fart on OnlyFans. And the guy bought it. I think it was like $1,000.
My stomach hurt even thinking about it. I can't even eat popcorn anymore.
My dad, like, how do you keep... Forget it. Like, how do you keep the smell in the jar? And the smell... Look, even Jabari laughing. I'm not even making it up. The lady literally was selling her fart for, like, I think...
Selling fart, bro. I'm $1 million winner. I know what to do. You see? You right about it?
Sugar, they getting creative. I need to figure out something to. I'm telling you.
No.
That's what I'm telling you. These guys.
Yeah. Listen. Yeah. DB, stay pure. DB,
hey, I got a video. What's going on? You gonna laugh. So I saw the video for you guys. player. I can't. It's funny. It's funny about I'm in the bind, Nate. you call the person that look ugly. Kind of sort of what I'll be or they set it off scene. You call the person you want to have sex with because you got the money in the bind. And this is what happened in the bedroom.
What the hell?
It was only 5 seconds. I don't know if you want to play it.
Shrek. Shrek.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
But the bind, yeah. These women know women. I'm telling you, women are very sexual, then, man. Because women at a young age, they was reading these nautical books, and they was just stuck in focused on sports, football, and video game, while women was out there really learning the game. That's why women are good at the game. I always tell people that women are good at the game. Look, Hakeem. Look what Bobby said. You don't need to highlight it, but look what she said. I'm very look.
Ooh.
Mind you, at her age.
At her age.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. As a woman get older, the more the sex drive increase. Jabari laughed. He said, "I know that scene." Jabari, what you know about that scene, boy? What you be doing in the late night, man? What the hell? But anyhow, guys, we already about to reach our 2-hour mark. Guys, what's your final thoughts on this topic as we get ready to close?
Hold on.
Oh, you got another one? Never mind.
Oh, here we go. There you go.
One more video, guys.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
Some other time.
I really need this money, Nate.
You see that stress and pain in her face?
Yeah.
You see his eyes? Demon, bro.
I'm in the bind, Hakeem. I'm gonna take you home. Don't worry. We're gonna straighten this all out.
But that shit crazy. But I ain't gonna lie, boy. You ain't see that guy's eyes?
Okay, there we go.
You mean she's very well seasoned?
Very seasoned. A seasoned woman.
There you go.
Yeah. But anyhow, as we get ready to go close, guys, what's your guys' final thought on this?
He says, DB just asked ChatGPT is suggesting sharing facial mask, dental related products, and retainers for shaving. Shout out to him. No.
It is.
Listen.
Hey, Jabari, it is demon. It is.
Hey, listen. Sugar. I'm not gonna say nothing. Sugar, I'm not gonna answer that question.
I can't be tricking?
I ain't never tricked before, baby. I ain't never tricked. I'm the landlord.
Ain't tricking if you got it. You know what I'm saying? But as we get ready to wrap it up, guys, I don't know if y'all guys have anything else to say as we get ready to get out for the weekend.
Yeah, I have no final thoughts.
No final thoughts, guys. Guys, like always, man, on your way out, make sure y'all hit that like button if you have not done so, and make sure y'all subscribe if you have not done so, and make sure you hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. You see, we made a promise to you guys. We're going to keep it. It's going to be a 2-hour live stream each and every time. And as we continue to grow, it's going to get a lot bigger and bigger and bigger. It doesn't stop from here. Like always, shout out to the lovely Bobby Bryan the lovely DB, the lovely Natasha Vincent. Jabbar, what's going on, big dog? Now I'm able to see everybody. Shout out to the first lady of the house, Jordan's wife. Shout out to her.
Shout out to
Damn, I just lost everybody. About it. I ain't losing. Shout out to the lovely Sugar Mom. Hey, Sugar Mom, next time you come in here, you better be shiesty bum. Shout out to man. We really do greatly appreciate your presence, bro. We really do.
She said, "What kind of landlord? I'm a real landlord."
Shout out to Joe. Don't hurt him over there holding us down.
Motivation Vision, she came in late.
Motivation Vision.
Motivation Vision. Well, she late. Well, she probably was watching in the cloud. Shout out to
playback.
Damn. What happened? Shout out to Hank in the basement. Shout out to him for always tuning in. And then he going right now. He's live right now. I think he do his show around the clock. So this time, so y'all go ahead and check him out. Hank in the basement. He over there holding it down. Shout out to Jabbar. You already know. Who else was here? Oh, shout out to the lovely Natasha, not to Natasha Vincent. Sherry Bryan. She was here as well. Shout out to her, Florida. Shaka Love. Shout out to her. We really do greatly appreciate that love when she comes through. I'm trying to make sure. And shout out to those that be watching us.
Joe Don't Hurdle.
I say Joe Don't Hurdle.
High.
I say Why High. Oh yeah, Ricky, my big
Ricky
dog.
Webster.
He always
Fresh Town, Florida.
Cloud, and also all those that do be watching from the cloud. You know how can they do be watching from the cloud? They be telling me. They be like,
okay,
yo, bro, I be watching y'all. I be seeing y'all doing your thing. Y'all holding it down. So I really do greatly appreciate you guys.
Will do, Natasha.
She said, "Rub your boy." Oh, that's sweet.
That's so sweet. Natasha, you sound like you ready to get married.
She's been moving lately.
She sound like she ready. Natasha, you ready to get married?
Yeah, you about to slow down pretty soon.
Yeah, you ready to get married? Like, that's so nice of you.
Heavy. You got size no feet. Them feet gonna get heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And now that guys also very important. You go to Carol Culture Radio Community tab, and the community tab is the Carol Culture Radio T-shirt. Also, the Carol Culture Radio hat is about to be dark soon. So be prepared for that. And also the Carol Culture Radio coffee mug Jordan was, drinking out of. I don't got it. And also how you drink your coffee. Lovely coffee in the morning. When did you become an author?
When I become an author, hey, I be writing so many thoughts. Look, I'm working on another masterpiece for y'all. You know what I mean? I did it. I'm working on another masterpiece, The Art of Loving the Black Woman.
Woo! Like always, guys, thank you for Culture Radio. Make sure y'all enjoy y'all weekend. There's a lot of football going on. There's a lot of playoffs. I'm talking about college. Right now, you got Oregon versus Washington. Washington look good. You know what I'm saying? Washington look good. Now that you got the 49ers versus the Eagles. That's a
huge game.
That's a huge game.
It's a game of the year.
I'm watching the and you got Detroit versus the Saints.
Yeah. Can't wait for that one.
I'm ready, King. She ready. Thank you for tuning in. We over it out.
Peace.